Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Boys podcast with me.
Oh yeah!
With me, Zach and Matthew. Jeez. Freaking loud.
Zach,
I
you're
forgot
so
to turn
dumb.
down my headset.
What?
I just saw your messages.
Just trying to help out when we can.
So I don't know if it was on last. No, we didn't do it last week. My setup.
It looks good.
Yeah. I got the starter Pokemon over there. This Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. I got Captain America and Anna from Overwatch.
Let's see.
Very nice.
I got this one. This is like the first one I ever bought.
Oh, okay,
Hipster Jasmine from Hot Topic.
That was just a worker there. Wasn't even actual Princess Jasmine.
It's my Spider-Man that I've had forever. Since like 5th or 6th grade.
Siri, that's Venom.
Spider-Man. And then this is my Apex box. So there's a wingman back there, a little Nessie, and then that's a little supply crate.
I thought you said
very
that-
nice.
I thought you said that's a little surprise.
Yeah, it's a little surprise. And then up there, I don't want to grab it right now, but that's a Dragon Dagger from Power Rangers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
So we need to get a montage of just like your room from before and now. Really come up.
Just, I will remember you.
Yep. What was it? 2 weeks ago, the walls were painted. Shh.
We're just
Now you
gonna-
got boxes
hold
up
on.
there. Look at us.
Okay, we're good.
Perfect. Perfectly framed now.
All right, no one go back and watch when we first started this podcast.
You're like, I noticed the angle of your camera change. That's weird.
Don't look at this corner.
I'm like,
man.
oh my god. Want to come up?
Yeah, it's all nice. Done. So in recent news, it's hot as balls right now.
Classic.
It is like seriously, it's hot. Like usually, like I have natural sunlight. I open my windows, and that's where I get my light. But they're completely closed right now because it's way too hot.
Mhm.
If I open, like the sun beats down just straight on my window. So
Gotta love summer 24/7. Good old San
Yup.
Diego.
be sitting
Yup.
here during the podcast just sweating.
Pretty much.
I do that anyway. I'm naturally sweaty. My palms are sweaty. Just thinking about it.
Your
Mhm.
knees weak.
I had spaghetti last night, so whew, I'm halfway to being Eminem, guys. All
You
right.
just got to beat Anthony Mackie in a rap battle.
Shh. I got bars, bro. John, hit the tunes right now. Play it. McDonald's sexy remix. Let people know. I got bars.
Oh.
Let them know I got the bars. All right. Well, let's kick this thing off with our cheers. What do I have to do?
Oh.
I got a small batch, 4 roses that I drank while I was waiting. Anybody else?
Gatorade.
Attaboy.
I got this.
Sweet tag.
It's coffee. Yeah, it's just coffee. I didn't sleep
Yeah, I
well
might
last
need
night
another
because of the heat, so I'm tired. What's that thing behind you that you put up? That thing on the table.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
The
Well,
thing-
that's a drum set.
the thing that you put on the table.
Yeah. That's a speaker. It's a microphone.
I think you're talking about the Naruto
Oh, the
thing or whatever.
Oh, my light up thing?
Yeah,
Oh, it's-
because you put it down when we were getting ready, and I was like, "What is that?"
Well, yeah, I had to put it in frame. It's Naruto and Sasuke.
Oh, okay. I
All
couldn't
lit up. But
because on mine, like I can see it if I look at OBS, but when I look at our chat, it looks all pixelated to me. Did you just break it?
no.
Zach's wearing shorts.
Woo! My knees.
Mhm.
I know it's hot in here, but I need my blanket and
Don't
a
look
hoodie
at his
on. I
knees;
don't
they're
know why.
weak.
In other news, Gas Daddy is back. Let's give a round of applause.
What?
Welcome back, Gas Daddy, to Apex.
You talking about Caustic?
Yes, sir. Finally.
What do you mean?
We've all been waiting.
What do you
I'm
mean?
guessing he's being sarcastic.
I'm just say.
Well, let's talk about Apex then, I guess, because they did
I thought-
release their trailer and stuff like that. So
Let's not get into all the patch notes, though. We don't need to.
so
be
we'll start
sitting
with
here.
the first patch. No, I'm just kidding.
So patch note 1.1. I got, let's see.
No, I was gonna say Arenas comes out in 4 days.
That was
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. It's like Counter Strike or
Valorant.
what's that other crappy game? Oh, Valorant. kidding.
Damn. No shade.
Oh, our viewer count just went down. Just kidding.
Valorant sucks. There we go.
I
We're
didn't,
gonna
I
get
I
it.
didn't mean to
played
log
it.
off.
I played it once, John. Okay, that's enough. And
I
then I
died
uninstalled it because I was
Yeah.
like, this game sucks.
because I'm trash.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is how we get viewers, John. We just talk crap about games that everyone's playing. Among Us, terrible.
I've never played it, so I have no
It's, like,
idea.
it's
Played
actually
it
really
one
fun.
time, and it was on a glitchy computer.
It's fun, except for when you jump in random lobbies and then people are like, start the game. There's only 5 people in here. Start the game.
Start the game. 2 of you guys are imposters. I bet we'll win.
But yeah, Arenas, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be Valkyrie. Valkyrie,
Mhm.
yeah. The new legend who has ties to Titanfall. Well, I mean the whole thing is tied to Titanfall, but her father was in Titanfall 2, which is awesome.
Spoilers.
The person leading the arenas is Ash, who is in Titanfall 2, which is
Also
awesome.
spoilers.
It's not a spoil. You just play Titanfall 2, you'll find it out really quickly.
Yeah.
I know. I just watched a video on it.
Wait, did you play Titanfall 2?
Well, you can because it's actually free right now to play for this
Ah!
weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
on May 4th on
so
PC.
Really?
all the
Might have to
fans,
snag it.
the fans have been posting on the Apex Legends subreddit saying, like, everybody jump into Titanfall 2 this weekend so we can show Respawn that we want a sequel and we love this game. Apparently, Respawn found out about it and they were like, "All right, we'll be online too. We're all gonna jump in and play Titanfall also, like, and we'll
Oh,
make
heck
it free
yeah.
to play." So
It's on
pretty cool.
PC though. That sucks. I don't want to play it on PC.
Dude, that's where all the gamers are at, man.
The gamers who complain and get people like Caustic nerfed to the ground.
Those are facts. PC players are soft, man. They don't know. They didn't start on console like the rest of us, man.
They're like Master Race though.
Yeah, right? Master Race, I can play in 4K, but I still walk in the same traps that everyone plays as. So I don't. You can see it in 4K. Just walk around it. I don't know what to tell you.
It was always like I said when I commented on Twitter. I said I hate that like they got rid of it because I loved punishing Octane players and Wraith players who were
Yeah.
dumb enough to run into the gas. They're like, I'm gonna run in and take them out. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna shoot you while you're in here
Mhm.
as you're dying.
Right. Right. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to get good, and that doesn't seem to be the case for PC players half the time. So let me
Yeah.
get good with my one character and never play as anybody else.
Yeah, let me get good by just rushing in without my team and then telling my team they're one.
One shot,
As-
one shot.
As
He's
they have
broke.
a full shield. There was a clip actually of one of the like Apex players. Someone posted in the subreddit where he's like, "Oh my gosh, he's won, and the other guy goes, "Is he one?" And he's like, "He is." So he runs up and he starts shooting him, and he goes, "Oh my god!" And then he gets lit up. He goes, I don't have ammo. You said he was one.
That's that's hilarious.
Oh man, it was funny. I'm like, that's a perfect example of playing with like people who, well, big Twitch streamers who play Apex. Like all those guys, you watch them. There was like, he's one, or right here, pushing. Like, oh, pushing them. Dude, you're by yourself. What do you mean pushing them? We're not even by you.
I mean, I yell pushing, but I never say he's one. I'm the pack mule for the team, all right? I'm gonna hold the ammo. I'm gonna hold the shields, loot my body when I die. That's it. I'll never say he's one. I might shoot him once. That's probably what I meant.
He's one? Oh, he's low? No. I shot him once.
No, he got one in the ankle. He's still running. Don't worry about it.
No, he shot. No, I'm one. He shot me once.
Yeah, I'm one.
I'm one. Oh, he's one? No, I'm one. Oh, man. Yeah.
So I just looked at the chat on here, the thing that, the chat between us, and I saw what about Globin? And I was about to ask what that is, and I'm like, no, it's probably not a good idea.
Why not?
Who put Globin in there? Was it Zach?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after.
I don't think you're pronouncing it correctly. That's why Zach hasn't said anything.
Okay. Well, there's only one B, so it looks like Globin to me.
I probably spelled it wrong. I was too excited.
What about hemoglobin?
I'll get you one time, John. One more time.
You're not gonna get me, dude. I don't trust you anymore. Told you ever since Malone Brown, I don't trust you.
I'm gonna get you. Don't worry about it.
Malone Brown.
You know how you get somebody when you introduce introduce a stranger to somebody, and you just introduce them as some random name like that.
This is Malone Brown.
So they'll be like, "What? What's your name?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, there's something else we were gonna talk about.
Oh, I got a couple things.
I got one. I think I posted it in Discord, but y'all can go ahead. I threw out Apex. So.
Oh yeah, no. Talk about what you posted in the Discord.
I didn't see what you posted in
Heyo, Disaster Girl. I don't know if we can pull up the screen for what she looks
I
like.
did see that.
It was a meme. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to? I can try and put it up
Yeah,
there.
just so people have a vague idea.
Oh, you said
But
fake.
Disaster Girl, her NFT, I guess someone made, sells for $500,000 for the original copy.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see this article, so.
Yes. It wasn't even her who sold it. Someone else has like the original copy of it and sold it for $500,000.
Okay, I gotta get this ready first. So we're still up on the screen right now.
That's fine. We can still talk about it, but that blows my mind because like it's a post everybody's seen. It's not like super exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's been a meme before. Like memes were memes. Sort of like the original memes.
Say memes one more time.
Memes.
Nice. All right.
But $500,000 for some garbage? That's not even like original photo, black and white.
Is it just
shot in the 1800s? It's ridiculous.
Wait, is the picture this? Like the freaking?
Yeah, like the girl smiling in front of the fire.
That's so weird.
Is it just that?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the original photo, and it's $500,000.
It was where'd it go? It says, oh no, that's the buyer. Who's the person that sold it then?
That's what I couldn't figure it out. I didn't quite understand the whole article, but
Wait, why didn't this work?
Okay, it just says the buyer. That's it.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's so weird. Like NFTs are honestly so dumb.
They don't make sense to me.
They're like,
I don't get it.
Because it's like, yeah, someone sold that.
Oh,
that
that reminds me.
NFT, so that digital picture.
Let me
Yeah.
Just the digital picture. That's it.
let me
like,
find it. Hold on 1 second. Or you guys keep talking.
Like in the article, it talks about the one of LeBron James when he's
LeBron James.
Whoops. Let me go back to what I was doing. But like the one where like Dwayne Wade like this and LeBron's dunking behind him, that sold for I think it's like 200,000 or 300,000. But like everybody's seen it. It's not like one of those maybe a backstage LeBron by himself, never before seen photo. Like that picture is very common. Same with the video, which blows my mind. While people pay all this money, let's go on Google Images.
So check this out.
Save copy.
Check this out. So why does it keep doing that? Someone posted their an explanation of NFTs. So it says I don't know what an NFT is, and I'm too afraid to ask. Imagine if you went up to the Mona Lisa and you were like, I'd like to own this. And someone nearby went, give me $65 million and I'll burn down an unspecified amount of the Amazon rainforest in order to give you this receipt of purchase. So you paid them and then they went, here's your receipt. Thank you for your purchase. And went to an unmarked supply closet in the back of the museum and posted a handmade label inside it behind the brooms that said Mona Lisa is currently owned by Jacob Galapagos. So if anyone wants to know who owns it, they'd have to find the specific closet. This person needs to put some freaking commas in here. The specific closet in this specific hallway and look behind the correct brooms. And you went, can I take home the Mona Lisa now? And they went, oh God, no, are you stupid? You only bought the receipt that says you own it. You didn't actually buy the Mona Lisa itself. You can't take the real Mona Lisa home, you idiot. You can take this though, and they gave you a replica print in a cardboard tube that's sold in the gift shop. Also, the person selling you the receipt of purchase has at no point ever owned the Mona Lisa. Unfortunately, if this doesn't really make sense or seem like any logical person would be happy about this exchange, then you've understood it perfectly.
Right? That's
exactly
what I've been saying, man. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. And the thing is, so many people are getting into it. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to do NFT. It's like the whole Bitcoin craze and stuff like that. You know? Well, cryptocurrency, not exactly just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency.
Yeah, Dogecoin.
But yeah, no, it's like, it's ridiculous, like NFTs and all that. And they're like, oh, I'm going to sell it. It's ridiculous for the people going like, oh, I'm going to get into it and sell it. But it's even more ridiculous for the people, oh, I'm going to spend $1 million and buy it. For what? For what? Why?
I mean, a lot of NFTs are for charity. So they do the money mostly to donate to charity. But at that point, it's like, just donate to charity.
You know? At least you get a tax write-off.
If we want to talk about NFTs, should we talk about the Chadwick Boseman one?
Is it Chadwick Boseman?
You didn't hear?
God.
No.
So the Oscars were on Sunday, and as an honor to Chadwick Boseman, the Oscars revealed we're doing a Chadwick Boseman NFT, and what it was a 3D model of Chadwick Boseman's head that was completely golden. I can try and find a picture of it really quick. But yeah, so they. Well, I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
I was gonna send it.
Oh, I just typed in Chadwick Boseman instead of NFT. Here we go. Found it. Okay. Let me put that on the screen. Oh, why is it glitched up? Oh, there we go. So that's what it looks like. So people were like, this is so freaking disrespectful. Why would you make an NFT of someone who passed away? Like, how is this honoring him?
John, I sent you a better one.
Oh, it doesn't matter. People get the gist. Would you send it in Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me switch over again.
Okay, yeah, I see it. What a weird way to, like, first of all,
let me cut
to think that that's gonna honor him to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? And then secondly, it kind of feels like the Oscars or whoever made that is trying to stay relevant. Like, all right, I'm just make an NFT. I'm gonna throw this out there.
So like,
someone's gonna go crazy and buy it.
Remember, like 2 years ago with the whole Oscar so white or whatever thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oscars, not Oscar. Sorry, anybody named Oscar. The Oscars so white or whatever thing, you know, where there was no like black or any minority people nominated. And then they're like, oh, we're going to pay tribute and make up for that by making an NFT of Chadwick Boseman. An NFT. You could just make an actual bust of Chadwick Boseman and that would have been better.
So, right, and just like hang it up somewhere.
Yeah.
Put his name in the Hall of Fame or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that makes zero sense. It's like, okay, well, let me make money off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the other thing about the NFT was apparently where they got the 3D model was somebody just bought the 3D model off of some website. Like, so they didn't make it themselves. Because most people, like 3D artists, if you can't model, there's websites like Turbo Squid and stuff like that where you can just buy 3D models and throw them in your scenes. So they just straight up bought a 3D model of Chadwick Boseman and then slapped some gold texture on it. But not only that, apparently people researched the background of it. The person who was selling it didn't even pay for it when they had it made. They had some other artist made it and then never paid the artist.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So there's just a lot of negativity around the whole thing. But it's like, oh my God, it's just so stupid. Like the NFT thing needs to just, it's like, you guys need to chill out.
Yeah. Like, who is it? One of the big, Gary V, right? Very into money, very into social media marketing. He's like, NFT is the future. He's always telling everybody. I've seen a couple of his videos. NFTs are the future. That's what everyone needs to invest in right now. I'm like, dude, that's just like the thing that John just posted. There's no future for that. There's no point in owning it. Maybe if you could bum it off on someone else, like, oh yeah, I paid $500. It's worth. Make up a number and throw it at him.
I feel like
it's worth 800,000 now.
Gary V is like Gary V is like Elon Musk. They're one of those smart dumb guys. That's what he is. He's one of those guys where it's like they know some stuff, but then they act like they know everything. Like they know
They don't have the whole
stuff,
story. Yeah.
you know. They're like, oh yeah, you're like Gary V. It's like any of those pages that say like, oh, you want to make money or you want to, own a big business or whatever. Oh, you got to have friends that are talking about the stock market and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, or they're like, oh, if your group of friends aren't talking about stock market and housing prices and blah, 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 then you need new friends or whatever. And I'm like, or just be a normal human being and talk about stuff. Like, what the hell is that? Like,
I didn't realize
that's what we should do more often.
Oh, you looked him up, John?
No, just what you were saying.
Oh no, I was just saying in general, those type of like things on Instagram.
Because I've heard
Gary
somebody
V,
say that before.
He does the thing of like he talked about he bought like baseball cards or whatever when he was younger, and like he saved the baseball cards and made money from that. I think he owns Snapchat or something.
You know, the funny thing is, everybody did that. It's just they lost them when they, were a kid. It's like every kid was like, I'm gonna save this pack of cards until I'm an adult, and it's gonna be worth something. But then it's like your parents are like, oh, there's a pack of cards. The kid doesn't play with this anymore and throws them away. Like everybody tried to do that at some point.
Remember, you know what? NFTs are Beanie Babies of 2020. That's what it is. NFTs are the Beanie Babies of 2020. Dude, if you're younger and you don't know what Beanie Babies are, that's exactly the point.
we need to start titling our episodes on YouTube, because that would be a good title.
Beanie Babies. Dude, that's gonna be the title for this one.
NFTs
Beanie Babies are the NFTs. Or NFTs are the Beanie Babies of 2020.
Right?
That's what it is. Because Beanie Babies in the 90s, if you don't know, if you weren't born in that time, Beanie Babies were these little like toy things, like little dolls.
Let me just look one up.
John can look one up. Like a plush doll, yeah.
People collected them like crazy. And like, people thought that they were going to be worth like millions of dollars in the future. We had some somewhere, but like they had we had a Padres one, they had a bear that had like a little Tony Gwynn jersey and stuff. They had like all different kinds of Beanie Babies. There's actually a photo from like 98 or whatever of a divorce court where they're going through Beanie Babies. Like there's a picture online where they're going through Beanie Babies and separating who gets which one. Like because people thought they were going to be worth a whole lot in the future. But like, look at it now. If you're young or you're like in 18, 19, 20 in that age range and you don't know what Beanie Babies are, that's the point.
There we go.
They're irrelevant now. Yep. There you go. That's a Beanie Baby right there. That was it. You keep the tag on, it's worth more. That's what it was.
And that's like the base one right there. The bear was always the base one. They had all kinds of different animals and stuff.
Yeah, they had all kinds of different colors, different themes. One's based on celebrities and all that. And that's literally what NFTs are, just in digital form. Like, at least Beanie Babies, you could put them up and they'd look cool, You'd be like, oh, hey, look at this Beanie Baby I got. Well, NFTs, you'd be like, oh, yeah, you want to see something cool? Hold on, let me send it to you through my computer so you can see. Dumb.
Let's see. Well, that's the cool thing. There's a bunch of them right there. I just realized they're buckled up and they're worth something. You got to make sure they're safe.
You gotta make sure they're safe, dude.
I didn't notice the seatbelt before.
Seatbelt.
That's funny.
Oh,
No,
man.
man, I lost my train of thought now. I saw that.
We're talking about Gary V and stuff like that.
No, I was gonna add on to what you were saying. I just don't remember what it was.
Oh,
Talking about Beanie Babies and how they're not
human.
worth anything.
but like you could, like Gary V though. I'm pretty sure he like owned one, like he bought one of the like social media things or whatever. I forgot what it was.
No idea.
I
had
would say
seen him
Snapchat.
before.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I had seen him before because people were talking about him. Like, who the hell is this? So I looked him up, and he's one of those guys of like, oh, you just got to get out there. Your future is like, you just got to buy Beanie. When I was a kid, I bought Beanie Babies and I kept them and I saved them until I got older, and then I sold it for $250,000. And then with that $250,000, I invested it in a housing market, and then I bought more houses. And then I bought more Beanie Babies, and then sold those Beanie Babies for more money. And then I bought Snapchat. Like that's what he says. He says stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a
Really
lot of
motivating.
times, these motivational speakers probably have money that they started with. Just for anyone wondering, a lot of these motivational speakers have money they started with, and they use that money and put it in something, got more money, and then put it in something else, got more money. And then they basically just scam people by saying, hey, you could do the same as me. You know,
Buy my
I mean,
program,
that's-
$100 a month. Follow
that's-
what
yeah,
I did.
That's everything, like workout stuff too. Like you're like, buy a Bowflex, and every guy they show is like some bodybuilder, and it's like that guy did not get like that using a Bowflex. Let's be
Not a
honest.
Yeah.
chance. Yeah.
Or no.
Steroids.
No,
Like,
Fit
let's get the realistic commercial. A guy that's 50 pounds overweight doing it,
Yeah.
wearing a shirt that has more than 2 X's on it.
No, it's like Fit Tea, you know? They like had
Oh,
people like
God.
Kim Kardashian and stuff back in the day, and they'd be like, oh, I drink Fit Tea every morning.
Oh,
And
I
it's
remember
like,
that now.
show a realistic one of people like shitting
No,
their
you
brains
do
out. You
cocaine.
know?
I'm just
Right.
kidding. I don't
That's
know if
what
she
it
did
is.
cocaine or
It's
not.
just a laxative, you know?
No, like I don't know. NFTs are just ridiculous. Like I said, or I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought again. Never mind.
Freaking John, dude.
Hey, I got a lot going on over here, and it's hot. It's hard to keep track of everything.
But yeah, no. NFTs are weird. Gary V is weird. Elon Musk is
Oh,
weird.
that's what I was gonna say.
All celebrities are just strange. We'll throw that out there too.
Army Hammer is
Army
definitely
Hammer.
weird. Oh man.
Hey, good for him.
Yeah, they're making a Hills Have Eyes 3 with Army Hammer.
It's just a documentary of his life. I mean,
No, what I was gonna say is NFTs are pretty much the new get rich quick scheme. Like Beeple,
Yeah.
Beeple was the guy who sold like what was, I don't even remember. It was like a couple, was it billion? I don't remember.
I'll say this. Listen,
Let's see.
if you
69
sell
million. $69 million.
damn. Shoot, I
Listen,
need to get into NFTs.
if you
I want some
sell
nudes.
NFTs and you make money, fine. Do you the hustle? You know, whatever you can. If you're buying NFTs, you're an idiot. That's the difference.
Facts, man.
The
Big
thing-
old facts right
The
there.
thing that I was gonna say though, at least Beeple, when he sold his, he didn't just do like nothing. He sent people these little tiny cards with the art on them that have like their videos playing of his artwork, and it says like the number, and they're like kind of like trading cards. Let me see if I can find
Oh, okay, yeah.
People.
Who else? I think it was Team G was talking about how Logan Paul did it, and it was just his face, like a digital copy of like his face and stuff on a Pokemon card,
Why?
and they sold it for like $300,000 or something like that.
Why would you?
And
buy
I don't
that?
know, but the Pauls I think figured out the whole social media game, controversy, blow up quick, make lots of money because that's what they're doing right now. I don't know. Did you guys see the fight between Ben Askren and the little Paul brother? Yeah,
Well, that's the thing is,
couple
it's
mil, easy money.
like I was like I knew Ben Askren was gonna knock him out. It's like he didn't care. He really didn't. He was like, I'm getting money. And
Yeah.
like it's like he had a career already. Like
Yeah,
he's just getting money, getting out. Fine. Like that's the hustle, you know? Um but like it's like Jake was sitting there like, oh yeah, I beat him up. And I'm like, not really an accomplishment. You beat an MMA fighter who had a couple months to train boxing and who's been out of the game for a while and had hip surgery not
I'll
too
say
long
it.
ago.
Yeah.
Like it's not an accomplishment, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't. Yeah,
if you go up against like a boxer that's been training for years and then you beat him, like yeah, I would say okay, yeah, you've got some skill, you know. But he hasn't challenged, and every person he's challenged has only had a couple months of boxing experience, you know.
It's like when I beat Caesar at Smash Brothers. It's like, is it really anything?
What were you gonna say, Zach?
I'm gonna say it's so. It's weird because you want to see the Pauls just fail and get their
Yeah.
ass beat and all this because they're just annoying to watch. I don't know why.
But
I don't like
whole,
them.
That's
I
the
don't
whole scam.
10-year-olds. So like, but
Yeah,
that's the scam. That's why they're making money, and you can't knock the hustle. They're doing it right.
That's
Also,
Matthew.
the Big Paul, yeah, Big Paul brother is falling Floyd. He's fighting Floyd Mayweather, the best
Yeah,
boxer
in
of all
June.
time.
so like
Why?
I told John,
money.
like
To make that dough.
first of all, with Logan, it's like Logan, I don't like why are you fighting Lloyd? It's a lose-lose situation for you. If you beat him, you beat up someone who wasn't in their prime, you know? If he beats you, you got beat by someone who wasn't in their prime. You're in a lose-lose situation with that, you know?
Like I told Matthew,
Obviously
though,
for the money.
I told
The
Matthew.
money.
I told Matthew. The thing is, they seem to latch on to whatever they can to stay relevant. Like they were on Vine, they got famous. Then Vine died, so they went to YouTube, and then their YouTube careers ended because they did some stupid crap. And then they were like, let's try boxing because YouTubers are getting into boxing.
Mhm.
I said two things could happen to get out of this whole thing, because the whole hustle is that they're purposely being assholes to people so that that they're villains,
Yeah.
and so that they'll constantly get fights because everybody wants to tune in to see them get knocked out, and then
Yep.
they win because they're constantly challenging people who don't know how to box.
Who can't fight.
Yeah,
It's just that simple.
and that's the thing. And so I said, here's the two differences or the two outcomes to stop this. Somebody or people stop taking fights for them and just ignore them, or somebody finally knocks out Jake Paul and then he's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because people be like, well, I saw him get knocked out. Like, I don't care anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
and
said that's the issue.
And that's the thing is like Ricky had posted about that. And I messaged Ricky and I said, first of all, MMA and boxing, like the fighters
Oh,
need
it's
to
a huge
stop
difference.
trying to need to stop trying to compete against each other, whatever. They're two completely different sports with their own specialties. They need to just like respect and like, you know, like have respect for the fact that they're two different sports. You know, you get someone from boxing over to MMA, they're gonna get beat. From MMA to boxing, they're gonna get beat. Because
Exactly.
the boxer has been training that specific thing for years, and MMA has been training that specific thing for
Been
years.
training MMA, mixed
Yeah.
martial arts. It's
Yeah.
judo, jujitsu, boxing, Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And you can't be super superior in one thing. And if you are, you will get beat. Look at Ronda Rousey,
Yeah.
Olympic gold medalist in judo, faces a really good striker, gets knocked out.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
It's a huge difference.
MMA is like you have to be well rounded in all the different like kind of
Mhm.
categories, you know, ground game, stand up game, and whatever, you know. But in boxing, it's you're just worried about your hands, you know. And if you don't got hands, you're gonna catch those hands, you know. You're just gonna get
What do I do
beat.
with my hands?
Like in boxing, it's like these are your sword and your shield, you know. It's like that's all you have, you know.
Talking about
And if-
Pokemon now.
But
I'm in the championship. Just throwing that out there.
if you don't have experience in boxing, like you're just gonna get beat, and that's
Yeah.
why like these MMA fighters stop talking to Jake Paul. Like, stop saying I'm gonna fight you. Stop doing. Just leave him alone. Stop talking to him. He'll be irrelevant in no time. Literally, that's all it takes. Is that these MMA fighters stop talking to him because he is a coward and he's not going to go to the MMA. We all know that. He is not going to transfer over to MMA.
No.
So MMA fighters stop challenging him. Let boxers challenge him,
Mhm.
Let an actual boxer call him out and say, "Come fight me." Because people are like, "Oh, Jake Paul beat Ben Askren and that represent it." He does not represent boxing. If
But
Canelo
yeah.
went up against like someone who's like currently going, I don't watch MMA, but if someone who's in MMA right now, if they fought, yeah, that would represent it. Floyd versus McGregor was kind of that thing.
That's what I was going to talk about. Yeah.
But at the
I think
same,
that's. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say at the same time, that's an example of two different sports. What were you gonna say?
Also, that's probably. I would think that's why the Pauls and why MMA fighters are doing it, because I think Floyd made 400 million off of that crossover between the two.
Yeah.
Like everyone knew McGregor was going to get beat.
Yeah.
He's a good mixed martial artist. He doesn't have hands like Mayweather. And then the Paul's like, "Oh hey, see how much they make? Let's go do this YouTube fight with KSI. Let's go do this fight with who was the one who actually beat Jake Paul?
Nobody
His first
beat Jake
fight.
Paul.
Beat him up.
Oh,
Deji.
well, it was an
Deji.
amateur. Deji, yeah, like
Yeah. KSI's
great
brother
hype
beat
around
him up.
this. Yeah,
Dude,
and
if
then
Deji had actually like fully trained, we wouldn't have to be worrying about Jake Paul right now.
Right?
Because he would have just kicked his ass and then we wouldn't have to worry about it. Because he was
I think that was a amateur fight too, and
Yeah.
like his face was all beat up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
he was beat
Yeah.
up and then he got winded because he hadn't trained enough. But yeah, like it's funny because the Paul brothers are like, "Oh yeah, we're boxers now." Like, we started this whole thing. It's like, no, you didn't. the British YouTubers started this whole thing. Like, if it wasn't for Joe Weller going up against KSI would have never challenged them. And not only
Yeah,
that,
right.
Jake Paul chickened out when KSI first challenged him.
Knocked out his brother twice, didn't he? Or oh, the first one was the amateur, and the second one was the actual real one.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
called
Okay,
out
yeah.
Jake first, and Jake said, "Oh, I'm not going to fight you."
Doesn't want it. That's why.
And then now he's like, "Oh, KSI's too scared to challenge me," and blah blah blah. And it's like, well, I mean, London's still on lockdown, so like, what do you?
You can't really do much. Yeah.
He's doing music right now. He doesn't care. And I'm like, honestly, KSI doesn't need to fight Jake. Like, he should just leave him and he'll be irrelevant. Like, if people just stop challenging Jake, he'll just fall into irrelevancy,
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, here's this. This is the thing I was talking about, the NFT. Oh, why did it mess up? There we go. That's what it looks like.
That's what he sent them?
This is what people get when you buy his NFTs.
Oh, that's
Okay.
So this
cool.
little
That's like a whole setup.
This little card is like a video. Like it has a battery in it that's supposed to last like years and stuff like that, and it plays like the artwork.
This is a physical thing he sent you.
Yeah. That's the thing, because he said
this is a real NFT. Okay.
yeah, no, he was like, I want to send people something so they actually have it, so that they can collect these little cards, and I want this to become the norm for NFTs. But yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he said as a joke, he sent them a hair sample too.
Well, see, that makes a lot more sense than what everyone else has been doing with digital copies. Like, oh, hey, here's this. I know you've seen it before, but you own it. You own it now.
Own it, in quotes. Oh man,
did you guys see that Pokemon Snap came out today?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I saw someone post about it. Pokemon Snap.
The new
Can't
one.
wait to play that.
It's on the 64. I don't want it.
And that's the thing. They bring back Pokemon Snap. They got to bring back Hey You Pikachu.
There you go. See, bring back the classics. I need to be able to blow on that little drive this thing for the Switch. If it works right away, it's fat. It's fake. It's not Snap, dude.
He just blowing it. Pikachu's hair is just blowing in the wind.
Yep, that's
Like
what I
Nic-
want.
Like that.
I need
Like
some
Nicolas
4K hair
Cage and Con
physics.
Air.
Exactly.
It's just like
I
this
just want that
Pikachu has
classic
long hair.
feel.
Oh man.
Those-
Isn't there another one that comes out this year?
Another Pokemon game?
Arceus, I think. The
Diamond-
Legends one, right?
That comes out early next year. Diamond and Pearl comes out this year.
Oh, Skyward Sword comes out in July also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And possibly Breath
There's
of
a-
the Wild 2. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Switch games.
There should be a lot
Breath
of
of the Wild
Nintendo
2 is coming out
stuff
with Pro.
because of 2020. They should have more.
Yeah. Oh man.
Shit.
Did you guys
Dope.
so some news. First of all, Halo Infinite they announced has cross
Got delayed.
Mhm.
Oh.
no, it has crossplay, which is gonna be awesome.
And got delayed
No, it didn't get delayed.
because of crossplay.
I told John the TV show is gonna come out before Infinite.
With Will Smith. Ooh, it's gonna be hot.
Shut up.
Been saying that for years. He is the Master Chief. Everybody knows that.
So I got some news. I don't think you guys saw this. It happened today. The company Toys for Bob. I don't know if you guys know who they are. They're the ones that made
They make toys for Bob.
They made the Crash Bandicoot trilogy for PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Spyro trilogy, and then they made Crash 4. They announced today that Activision disbanded them. You want to know
What?
why?
Classic.
Do you want to know why?
Classic. Let's hear it.
Why?
Because they're getting sent to work on Call of Duty.
Dude, Call of Duty's trash.
Yep. People are pissed because they're like, you guys brought back Crash. You had the company who could handle these two series. They knew what they were doing. Like that, you guys were going to continue, and you did the same crap that you did with Red Octane and Vicarious Visions. Yeah, apparently
On Warzone, it says.
Yeah, well, like I said, apparently the new Call of Duty is not doing well.
Wouldn't surprise me. Like, you can only do so much for Call of Duty at this point, too.
What do you mean? The one they're working on.
They're working on. Yeah, apparently is not doing well at all. I mean, what can you expect when you force a company to make a game in like 6 months or however long they've had, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna give you 6 months to develop a story and make a whole game.
Like it was bad enough when they did it to Treyarch with Black Ops Cold War, but they had already been working on their game for like at least a year, you know? Or so they had a lot more but Sledgehammer Games just started production like last year on their Call of Duty game. I don't know why they let Sledgehammer do it, but I guess because they want Infinity Ward to have more time with Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I was gonna say Modern Warfare is like amazing. I love Modern Warfare.
Pretty much people were just like, just don't release a Call of Duty this year.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fine. They said, people were like, how about instead of releasing a Call of Duty, you just release Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, like remake multiplayer.
Why not, right?
Because
That's honestly probably the better idea.
They remade Modern Warfare 2, so they obviously have something else somewhere else, you know, like just sitting there, like the multiplayer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, remake Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, work on that, and continue working on Warzone, and let Infinity War finish with Modern Warfare 2, and then one of the other companies can develop their game, and then Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and then you can do the other game after. Like, be that easy. But they want money, that's why. It's Activision.
The issue I have with it is like, along with like any war game at this point, say like Battlefield and Call of Duty, I always assume they'd go coincide with each other. But what else can you add? You have the Battle Royale, right? You've done the future stuff. You've done World War 1 and 2 at least 10 times. You've done the Cold War. What else can you add in a new game that is going to come out? Like, maybe just add patches to the Modern Warfare that came out.
Dinosaurs.
I don't know.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Unless you go farther back, which we're throwing just normal hands with each other. I don't know.
Call of
I
Duty.
want the Civil War one.
Call of Duty Civil War. There you go.
Let's line up in a straight line. Everyone gets one pull of the trigger. Now, I think that's when it's going to go VR. You have to go, bam, then pour the gunpowder in. That's when you have to play that VR. You can't do that on a controller.
Yeah.
Give me-
You're wrong. You pour the gunpowder in, then put the bullet in, and then shove the thing down.
Exactly. You can't play that on controller. That's not the same experience.
Give me Call of Duty.
Bayonet.
Call of Duty Revolutionary War.
There you go.
And take it back to where you used to switch between characters, like in the original Call of Duties, and let one of them be a native.
Well, no, if it's a native, he's gonna be hiding. He's gonna be in the
trees.
he'd be in the trees.
That's how I
shooting.
play Call of Duty, anyways.
He'd be like, oh, you have to show your tribal card in order to play as the natives.
You're all sitting there though in the trees with the bow. You're like,
Yeah.
and you hear in the distance, freaking camper sitting over there with the bow.
Yeah. They're like, oh, this is unfair. We can't shoot him. He's just sitting in the trees. Boom. They're all just marching. They're like, why do I have to? I can't even move. My guy just keeps marching forward.
I feel like I should put a disclaimer at the bottom, like just at the bottom of the stream, just be like, no, we're native.
Yeah, I'll show
We're
you.
not
my
making
tribal
fun of
card.
Native Americans.
I'll show you.
No,
my
we're
tribal card.
We're super racist. Just put that at the
Yeah,
bottom.
we just don't like natives. Oh man.
Matthew just needs
Speaking
to.
of natives, Res Jitsu is a sponsor of this channel. Oh.
Yep. Shout out to them. I don't have anything by them, but shout out to them.
I'd say Matthew, you should just put a little picture of you in your grass dancing outfit on your wall back there, and then people will know.
when you're head boy.
Well, oh no, yeah, when I was head boy, I put it back there. The one time.
And everybody
Oh,
will
hey,
know.
make that
I'm
it.
like,
Oh, make that an NFT. Boom. Millions. Boom. We just got famous, team. We're loaded.
"Oh,
I
funding
was
Whiskey
gonna
Boys."
say.
And Matthew can paint the rest of his room.
Yes, he can.
Oh man.
And get
Dude, if
another
I-
box to put on his wall.
If I saw an NFT of myself for like what people sold for like 35 million, shoot, I just buy a room to just stream in. That has air conditioning too.
You'd buy a room.
Yeah.
Why not just buy a house, Matthew?
No, I buy a room.
Just be like,
Buy a studio apartment
So
down
you're
there.
selling this $1 million home, right? How much for just one room? I don't want the whole house. I just want the room.
Is that alright if I just rent the room?
How much for the internet? Okay, we're
I'm-
good. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna show up late at night sometimes to play games and stream, but
Did you guys see the thing I posted in Discord right now?
Ooh, let me pull.
not if
pull
you
it
just
up.
posted it right now.
I was to say because you guys are gonna want to look at if you scroll down, there's pictures of the people.
In costume?
No, not in costume.
Oh,
No,
Oh, just the people in general.
just the characters. Yeah,
wait, who is this person?
it says who they're playing.
Oh, wow.
We'll play Moxie? Who is that? Wait, the name sounds familiar.
By the way, she's
That's
like
from Borderlands.
this lady's like 60 years old.
Oh,
I know Kevin Hart's one of them.
I'm guessing they're not gonna continue on with the series.
I mean, let's be honest, she doesn't look bad for her age.
Oh yeah, no, she
But,
doesn't look 60, but I'm saying like
Moxie's not supposed to be like in her 60s, like, and that's the thing. Some of the comments were like, "Well, Moxie's not actually young; she's just covered in makeup." And I'm like, "Yeah, but she's not 60 years old either."
But yeah, she's not
Well,
60,
like,
right?
I mean, she doesn't look 60 at all.
No,
You know, well, I don't know how recent this
I
picture
don't.
is
I don't
either,
have
but
any
she
problems
doesn't.
with her playing
Yeah.
Moxie. It's just,
But it's the fact of like,
it's
are they
like-
going to continue the series eventually? You know, and are these people going to want to stay on?
I have a feeling this movie's not
Like-
going to do well in theaters, Matthew. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fans are
Yeah.
going to be like, "I'm not watching that." Like
We'll
you
play
guys screwed up.
Jacobs.
I didn't realize this. Oh, it might be spoilers. I don't know.
Yeah, it's spoilers. You're talking about Borderlands 3.
I don't know. I was
Or
just gonna say
Borderlands 2.
who this character is,
Yeah.
because I didn't know who this character was until I looked it up right now, and I didn't know if it was from pre-sequel or what. But yeah, playing Jacobs, and then also
They're gonna have Hammerlock in. So this is Borderlands 3.
Hammerlock was in Borderlands 2.
I know, but Jacobs is in here too.
So first of all, like
Oh, Marcus, that's
so-
a good choice.
so like playing through Borderlands 1 and 2, I never knew that Hammerlock was black.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, I thought he was just a white British guy, and then I looked back at
to quote The Office. Good on you for not seeing color.
I just never noticed, and so I went back and looked at the pictures, and I was like, because I was like, wait, they cast a black guy to play Hammerlock, and then I looked at the pictures, like, oh, he's black. How did I not notice that?
Dude, they got Ellie too.
Yeah, honestly, most of this cast that in this release right here, when they're talking about it, I got no problems with it. You know?
Bobby Lee is a brand new character. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
Scooter.
Yeah, and the choice for Scooter, I thought was pretty good too. I would put it up, the pictures of the people, but there's no point if I'm not showing
Honestly,
pictures of the characters they're playing.
Looking at these new cast members, not bad.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, I don't know
Kevin
about
Hart?
that. Jack
Kevin-
Black as Claptrap, still not
yeah.
sure about that.
Yeah.
They're
and
making
then-
Jumanji 3 out of Borderlands.
And Kate
The Rock's
Blanchett
gonna be in there.
as Lilith, still not sure about it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised The Rock hasn't been attached to it yet.
Oh, he will. He'll be in there somewhere.
He's gonna play Handsome Jack.
That would be
Like,
so
ha
dumb.
ha ha. I'm still confused on how. I mean, I know they do it with Tom Cruise all the time, make him look taller. But what's his name? What's the character's name?
Roland.
Roland
Mhm.
is tall and broad. The Rock would make a better Roland than, to be honest, would make a better Roland than Kevin Hart. But like, I don't understand. Like, Roland is a tall, broad character who has like a deep voice. Not, hey man,
You know who they
not
should,
that kind
you
of
know who they
voice,
should have
like
cast for Roland? They should have freaking cast the guy who played Jax
Jax.
in Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Whoa,
shoot,
good
what's his name?
crossover. I got stuff to talk about Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say,
what's
I
his
figured
name?
that Zach wants to talk about Mortal Kombat too.
Hold on.
Yeah. No, they
His
should have
name
But yeah,
cast
that,
him.
that would make sense.
McCod Brooks, or I think it's
Yeah.
McCod Brooks. Yeah, he would have been a good cast.
It makes
that
sense.
that guy is
That's
Jack.
cool. Yeah.
Jax.
Jaxed.
Jax.
All right, Zach, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Here is Zach. Go ahead.
I have like a what I like, what I dislike. So what I like, intro scene between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I think set up the whole film for the gore, the violence, what you're gonna see, what you're gonna get, kind of thing. So like for that to happen, I'm not gonna try and talk about like who fought and won. Y'all just need to see it. But hey, that intro scene was awesome. And also, like, what I also like was the cheesy throw-ins of saying to Mortal Kombat, "Get over here," when it was
Yeah.
obvious, and flawless victory after a win, and like finish him. Like, it was super stupid, and it looked like the camera paused on him just for them to say it. And then, all right, cool, let's move on.
Mhm.
Fine by me. I love that. I thought that was awesome. And then like Kano's character
Kano
was amazing.
in that movie.
I think he stole the show of all of every other character. Because that leads me to what I don't like.
I love the scene with Kano when he's sitting there and Liu Kang puts his hand on his shoulder. He goes, "What the f?"
So yeah, that leads me to what I don't like, which was literally lack of personality in development for every single character minus Kano. Kano, he's the comedic relief. He's brash. I think one of the things said he was like racist in the thing. I didn't get that, but like he's out there. He has a super distinct personality, while every other character, they kind of felt the same. And as soon as they felt anger or sadness or loss, next scene resolved it. It was over. You don't see them develop more. And I mean, yeah, it's a movie, video game kind of thing going on, so I understand that. However, you could not root for certain characters. I just couldn't. It wasn't. I could care less if they won or lost.
All right. So,
Also, the fight scenes, they weren't good. I could not stand watching them. They weren't high-level martial artists as they should be. It's Mortal Kombat. Come on. John Wick has better martial arts move than they do. The finishers were cool. All right. How they finish off fatalities were awesome to watch. Fight scenes were lame. They just weren't good.
all right. So here's my take on it.
Take your day. I didn't
I
like hate the movie. It's just
I loved it. I
could have been
thought it
better.
was great. I think it was a good. I mean, out of all, like, we've had the movies in the '90s, we had the YouTube series and stuff. I think this is the best one of them so far, and I think the character development was really good. Obviously, Kano is like when you have an action movie with that's a little more serious and it has like gore and those elements in it. Any comedic relief character will steal a show. If you write the jokes good enough, they will steal a show. Kano stole the show in any scene he was in whenever he was joking around or making jokes. So like that's obviously gonna happen. But I liked all the characters. I thought they were really well built. I liked the fact of using a character that is like making a new character that isn't one of the ones already established in the games because then you don't have to focus like the old one, the problem was that Liu Kang was like the main character, but then they had to change stuff around so that way they could introduce Mortal Kombat.
Mm,
Taking
yeah.
another character, making a brand new character, and then now Liu Kang and Kung Lao are already set up and they can stay in their characters. You don't have to change them to fit the story you're trying to tell. So I like that they made up a new character who possibly could be a he like has some similarities to a character that's already in the series in the game series, but like they had said, they made up a new character because they're like new characters come into the games all the time. So and it's like, yeah, that's fine, that's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. And I hope, excuse me, I hope they make a second one because this was a perfect setup. Because this is like, if anything, I would title it the intro to Mortal Kombat. You know, because spoilers, but like they don't actually get to Mortal Kombat, you know?
Yeah.
And that's I think it's perfect. It's a perfect setup to it, Um the fatalities were freaking awesome. They
Those
were
are great. Those
amazing.
are absolutely
I
amazing.
loved it. I like this is what I expect out of a fighting video game. Like I thought they did a really good job um of doing it, and I thought it was a perfect setup for a next thing and a continuation and like making a whole series of movies, with this. And that's why I hope like if you haven't seen it, go watch it because if you watch it, it tells the studios, hey, people want this, and then we can get more. And I think the casting was amazing, We have an Asian Raiden, you know? We don't have some white guy playing Raiden.
So
Like I thought all the cast was really good. McCod Brooks, dude, he if you haven't seen him before, he was in Supergirl, probably a bunch of other stuff, but that's where I recognize him from. But man, he seriously beefed up for this role, you know, and he looked badass when he has his arms and stuff like that.
so I was gonna say my thoughts on the movie were like I like the movie too. I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10, maybe. Like Matthew said, my biggest issue was that this was definitely a setup for a sequel, like the way
Mhm.
everything was going. I think my favorite character other than Kano was probably Kung Lao because he's just been my favorite character in the games ever since he was introduced.
Yeah, Kung Lao's badass.
I'm not going to talk about anything that happened in the movie, like to give away spoilers, but yeah, no, he's one of my favorite character, and I'm pretty sure because you said the martial arts thing. I'm pretty sure most of the cast that they hired all have martial arts backgrounds.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that
Like-
I think was the issue. They didn't show that.
Like I know Louis Tan definitely does, and I'm pretty sure the actors who play Kung Lao and Raiden are both martial artists. To me, what it feel like I said, my issue was that this movie was constantly building towards the conflict between Outer World and Earthrealm,
Hmm.
but I felt like they needed to build it more to show the actual repercussions or whatever, like what's the outcome, like what's going to happen if we don't fight, and I don't know, like I just think that there should have been more. Like there was a lot of like quick pacing, like let's get to this point now, let's get to that point, let's get to this point. and I think it's because they didn't have the tournament in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
That's a struggle with rebooting a series too. You know, with starting a series. Is that you have so many developed series already, you know, like for example, the MCU. And people forget that you have to build groundwork to get
Mhm.
to big
Yeah,
events.
the
and
reason
stuff.
why things like Endgame and Infinity War were so good is because they spent 10 years building all these characters separately. Had they been like, which would have been a ridiculous concept, but had they been like over the past 5 years being like, we're making a Sonya Blade movie, a Scorpion movie, a Jack Briggs movie, and then
Yeah, that'd be
Mortal
too
Kombat
much.
come out, that movie Mortal Kombat would have been like insane to watch because you would have known these characters already, so it would have been set around this conflict. But you can't really do that. And I'm glad that they, like, as much as I wanted to, there was lots of characters I wanted to see, and I love that there was, actually I better not say that because it's a spoiler.
There are some
Mhm.
characters that you didn't expect. You can say that.
Yeah, like there's so many characters I want to see, but at the same time it's like you can't just throw the whole list of characters in there because then it's like
That's
there's
a
not
big
enough
list.
time, you know. Like I said, MCU pulled it off because we already knew about these characters through their old movies. It's just a lot harder to pull off with one movie. Plus,
Yeah.
like, let's be honest, Warner Brothers likes to interfere a lot, so we don't know if like there was stuff cut or how it was changed or
That's
whatever.
fair.
Like that's the thing,
Well-
is like with everything that's happened with Warner Brothers, it's like you gotta look at their movies now and be like, okay, how did they mess up this movie?
What,
Or
what
how
did you guys mess up or
what did you
interfere
guys
with?
change? Like I think we talked about Godzilla versus Kong. Like I like that movie, but there wasn't a lot of fighting in that movie. Like there was like maybe
Spoilers.
3 fight scenes. Like
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that is
I,
true.
yeah.
I listened to another podcast where they were talking about the human part, and they said the whole subplot with the humans didn't need to be in the movie. It really
Nope.
didn't add to the movie. I mean, at the end, it came into factor, just one little thing, but you could completely remove all their scenes, and the movie would still make sense.
I think the young girl. I mean, this is spoilers now, but
That's fine. It's been out a few
I
weeks.
think the young girl part of it has to be in there,
Does it
you
though?
know, because she's the last connection to Skull Island, and she's the one that.
Oh, that
is-
that
Oh,
little girl.
I thought you
Okay.
were talking about Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
She
No,
could
no,
just
no.
not be in any of those scenes ever,
Well,
and
Yeah,
it makes no
the-
sense why they're in there.
her
but
her
go on.
having her mom and dad in there makes sense,
Well, her
you know,
mom's
because
not
Her,
in there.
no.
Yeah.
or her dad. I mean, her dad because of the fact of him working for Monarch,
And he wasn't
Yeah.
even in the movie.
and
that
he
much.
wasn't even in it that much. Yeah,
Millie Bobby Brown had more screen time than him, and she doesn't do anything. She's a kid. That's
Yeah.
what bugs me the most. Like this little kid.
She literally
Movies-
complains.
movies
like,
need to stop doing these things where it's like, oh, these teenagers, you know, they
No.
happen to get into here, and blah, blah. It's like, bull
Well,
crap that happens. Like,
it's
come on.
It's a trope in movies where it's like the adult works in this and the kid's like, no, dad, you're not listening to me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a teenager. Go back home and play video games or whatever. And then the teenager's like, I'll show him. And then they go and do something and they end up like going, like discovering everything. And it's like, guys, stop this trope. All right. It's
Yeah.
really ridiculous.
What's wrong with kids
It's
these
like-
days?
It's like the dad's building like mech robots to fight in a ring or something, and then the daughter or the son or whatever is like,
You just
Dad,
reminded me of something.
no, well, you could build a mech like this, and he goes, no, you can't. You don't know how to build mechs. You don't understand. And then he goes, I'll show you. And then he builds a mech and he fights in the ring, and then he beats the dad's mech, and then the dad's like, it was you the whole time. I told you, Dad, I could do it, and that's basically the premise. Like that's literally a movie.
Yeah.
I just gave out a free movie for someone.
I know. I was
Right
trying
now.
to think of what movie. You're talking about the Hugh
I just-
Jackson and that little boy.
Yeah,
It's
No,
robots, right?
Real
So
Steel. No, I was
Yeah.
just like, I was mixing
Oh.
stuff together.
that actually is a good segue because
But that totally makes
Uh,
sense because what you said
yeah.
is what happens basically. It's the dumbest thing I've ever witnessed.
so this past week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. We didn't do the podcast last week because Zach wasn't here.
Someone went on a spirit walk.
Mm. Switch to the
Undoubted spirit animal was the dodo bird.
Oh, my spirit animal was a slug. I was in pain, moving slowly. That's what I was.
Leaving a sweat trail.
Exactly. I'm leaving my breadcrumbs behind. Like someone's gonna find me. I'm not gonna make it.
It might be a bear.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, we were talking about the robot thing. Vin Diesel with his company is gonna make a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie.
You know what?
So
Out of anyone who could probably
not
do
happy.
it, I would say it'd probably be Vin Diesel.
Here's the thing. They announced this, and everybody was like it was trending on Twitter the day it was announced. They're like, they already did. It's called Real Steel.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, this movie came out like 10 years
Just
ago.
make a sequel to Real Steel 2. It was a good
Real
movie.
Steel was a good movie. I don't know why they never continued it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
You didn't like Real Steel?
I didn't like it.
I love that movie.
I love it. It was a good movie.
You
haven't seen it, go watch it.
You know, it's funny is watching that movie. It reminds me of Juanito, which anybody watching who doesn't know who that is, that's our younger cousin, younger like by 4 years or something like that. He's not a little kid anymore, but we took him to see it, and he has this habit of when you go to see a movie with him, instantly he's like, "I'm in this world." When we walk out, like when we saw Pacific Rim and we walked out, he's like, "Could you imagine being a Jaeger?"
And he starts walking
as we're going out the theater.
No.
Keep
What
in mind,
doing,
he's like 15 years old at this time. He's not a
No.
kid.
That's not what he said. Come on, let's link up. And he'd go like this. He'd go, come on, link up. We gotta link up.
Freaking
I'm
guy.
like, you are so dumb, dude.
Oh,
What
you know
are
what?
doing?
He's Zach's age. I just remembered. Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
Zach's age.
Well, I think he's a year younger, but
No,
yeah.
he's they're the same age,
But
95 or
the,
something like that.
the other thing is when we saw Wolverine, the most annoying thing, he'd go, "Psh," and then he's sitting there just punching you. Like he's stabbing you. Like, dude, get the hell away from me.
But yeah, like when we saw Real Steel, he basically started acting like a boxer and started punching us too. I was like, stop it, knock it off. It's like
That's so
every
funny.
time you see a movie with him, that guy like instantly, like when you walk out, you gotta watch him because he's gonna start doing whatever it was in that movie.
See, I only punch you if it's a movie I get super excited about.
That's why
And it's in the theater.
That's why I never took him to see Saw.
I was thinking 50 Shades of Grey, but hey, that was better.
That too, yeah.
He's like, John, come look in the room. I don't think I want to.
You're walking out of the theater, he just whispers in your ear, "I want to show you my secret place." He goes, "Get out of my ear!"
He's all, stop trying
I
to
have a
lead me to the
secret-
bathroom.
Whereas Anthony
A
Mackie,
safe word is pineapples. Don't worry about it.
Anthony Mackie, or was it Anthony Mackie or
Anthony Mackie.
where he's like, "Get out of my sweet spot."
Yeah.
He calls it a sweet spot when someone whispers in his ear.
I think he was talking about Chris Evans doing that to him.
Yeah, when they were filming Winter Soldier or something like that.
Speaking of,
Oh yeah. Oh no, that might be spoilers, Matthew.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is all out on
Oh,
Disney
wait,
Plus.
Zach,
If you haven't seen
Zach's
it,
not caught up, I don't think.
if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Nope.
Oh,
I will be
It's
though.
amazing.
Okay, don't say anything, Matthew.
It's I'm just John. Calm
Okay,
down.
okay,
all right?
okay.
It's
I'm
my
just-
favorite series so far because I love the characters. Amazing. Disney Plus. It's out right now. If you have Disney Plus, go watch it. I love it. Also watch WandaVision because that's really good. Unless you're Zach, don't watch it.
WandaVision. I already seen it. WandaVision was doo-doo.
If you like good cinema, watch WandaVision.
If you like being bored to sleep and trying to play some Pokemon, watch WandaVision.
That's why I said if you like good cinema.
Did Castlevania come out today too?
No, that's no, it
Is
is
it next week? Is it May?
May something.
Season 4? I still need to finish season 3. Have you ever watched
I know.
Castlevania?
Mm.
You should watch it. It's
Oh,
really good.
so good.
I
If
know.
you don't know, it's based on the video game
Which video game?
Castlevania.
No,
Now
it's
I'm
a
gonna go
really good
binge
show.
watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now that's all out.
Oh, May 13th.
Oh, you were waiting for it to come out?
Yeah, I was waiting for it to all come out so I can watch it.
Yeah,
in one
remember
day.
we talked about it. I said, oh, if you
Yeah.
don't really care, you can just watch or wait till it all comes out.
And
Exactly.
then Loki comes out next month. Not
Ayo,
next month.
that'd be hype.
I guess we're in April, so June. It comes out in June.
Dude,
and
Shang-Chi comes out next month.
No, it comes out in July.
That comes out next month.
No, it doesn't. No, it comes out in August. Black Widow comes out in July.
Oh,
Ah.
Black Widow.
Dude,
I
freaking
like.
E3s in
I don't
June.
want these throwbacks, man. Let's move the story along. I
Like
don't
I
want to see
said,
these in betweeners.
I was like, oh, I don't know why they're making Black Widow, but at the same time, I was like, oh, I'll watch it if they make it. And then they came out, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'll watch it. But then they've delayed it for a freaking year or so now. I'm like, dude, I don't really care anymore. Like, I'll watch it, but the new trailer came out, and John's like, have you watched it? I'm like, I don't really care. I want the movie. I
Mhm.
don't want trailers anymore.
That's fair. I agree.
Like Halo Infinite. Damn it. I want the
release.
damn
Give us
game.
the
there.
new trailer, yeah. Or give us a multiplayer trailer. They're probably just be like, oh, we're waiting till E3 to show you everything. It's like, just show us. You showed us a year ago and then delayed the game.
Or Breath of the Wild 2.
That too. Nintendo kind of
It's
sucks
Zelda's
right now.
anniversary right now.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, man.
Pokemon sitting there doing concerts with Post Malone. What are you doing, Zelda? You could have Zelda Williams announce it too. Like, come on. That Post Malone concert was pretty sick though. It was really cool. It looked so cool. I mean, he looked kind of strange as a Pokemon like character, but like it was cool because he was floating around. There's Pokemon everywhere. But yeah, no, Zelda, come on, release stuff. Halo, release stuff.
Everybody's waiting for
Every
E3.
gaming development ever release
th-
everything.
and then
just drop it.
And then there's Sony. Hey Sony,
There's Sony.
Sony, you wanted to copy Nintendo, do your state of play? Why don't you actually show off stuff people want to see?
Damn.
Because they did they did a state of play yesterday. They showed off, hey, Among Us is coming to PS4 and PS5 later this month. And then they were
No one
like,
cares about that.
people were like, or they also said like, Subnautica 2 is coming to PS4 and PS5. Hey, here's 15 minutes of Ratchet and Clank, which we just released a trailer like 2 days ago. Okay, bye.
no one cares
It's
about
been
that
a nice show. It's like, what the hell was the point of this state of play?
I'm like, why not just wait until you have more information on another game? Like Among Us, you literally just could have posted on your social media.
That's a Twitter
Among
post.
Us
Yeah,
coming
coming
to PS4.
That's a Twitter post right
That's
there.
it.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was. What they need
Like-
to do is bring back the PS Vita. All right, that's gonna get people hyped.
PSP.
Yes,
Your nut you can play with outside.
with all the games, man.
Oh, dude.
Beat with Nintendo. Give Nintendo a run for the money.
Beaterator, dude. We need another Beaterator. That's what we need.
Beater.
Beaterator. Beaterator. That and Patapon.
Beaterator. Was that the one with Timberland?
Yeah.
Making
Yeah.
on beats? Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing was sick.
Dude, actually, when we first moved into this house, we were playing Beaterator.
That was 12 years ago.
That was
Isn't that crazy?
1975.
Yeah. It's a tough year.
Yeah, we were playing it when we moved into this house because I remember like we had the bed on the floor and we were just like laying on it and like making beats and stuff.
You say we had the bed on the floor. It sounds like we're sleeping in the same bed, Matthew.
Oh, we did when we
You know
first
you-
moved
you
in
know you
because
were.
we didn't have another bed.
Did we? I thought you slept
Yeah.
on an air mattress.
No, I didn't. That was like months later.
Oh,
John, we shared a room for 18 years. Okay.
I know that.
I just remember going to see I can't think of the movie at your house where we put the air mattresses and everything in the living room. It was one of the Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we shut out all the lights and we like there's what 5 or 6 of us there.
Yeah.
We just slept there.
Was it
Oh, dude.
like the second one or
That was the first one.
The first one.
The very
It
first
was
one.
terrifying.
was it the
I-
second
John's
time
house
we
is
saw
haunted.
it?
Yeah, no.
Or what?
Second time I
yes.
think you guys saw it.
We
First
saw it-
time
we saw
I've
it-
seen it.
We saw it in theaters, Matthew. I don't know if you remember this, Matthew, but we saw it in theaters.
You guys was in the credits, right?
Vanessa. Oh yeah, because we backed it.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Mhm.
that.
Oh yeah,
We
were, huh?
donated. I don't remember what
Yeah.
that was for. I think it was to get it showing in certain theaters or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we saw it in theaters, and then the day that it was supposed to, or the day before it was supposed to come out on DVD, Matthew, Vanessa came from Italy to visit, and we went to Walmart because back then the Walmart on Los Coches was 24 hours. And we went there at like 1 a.m. and we're like, hey, do you guys got Paranormal Activity yet? It's supposed to come out today. And they had to go like open boxes to get us a copy. Do you remember that?
I think so.
Damn.
So we did that and we bought a copy for Vanessa so she could watch it. But yeah, I remember it was you, your brother,
man.
me, Matthew, I think Juanito.
Mhm.
And
Probably, yeah.
I remember one of the scenes like where it was showing like they're sleeping at night.
Spoilers.
It was all quiet. Spoilers for a 12-year-old movie. It was all quiet and it was just showing like nothing. Like it was just showing them sleeping. And everybody was like sitting like this, and I went really loud. I remember everybody jumped, and I was like, "Sorry, guys." It was just too quiet. It was a perfect opportunity. Someone's gonna take that video of me and gif it now. Me going.
I was gonna say because I remember when we saw Paranormal Activity, we went to Andrews after, and
I'd love to tell a story, huh?
we were spending the night at Andrews. Andrew's like, yeah, you guys can sleep on my bed. I'll sleep on the couch because he was staying up late. Anyway, he had like just woken up. It was when he had like a terrible
sleeping at Andrew's house.
terrible sleeping schedule. But so we were in Andrew's room and he had like this huge bed and we were like laying down on it. And John's sitting there like freaking out because if you don't know, John, when he watches scary movies, he freaks out.
Well, keep in
After.
mind, at this time, they hadn't like when the movie came out, they were like, "Oh, it's completely real." Like they did, like if you haven't seen Paranormal Activity, it starts without credits or anything. There's no credits. Like the people's names in the movie, I'm pretty sure, isn't it their actual names?
Their actual first names are the same, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's played as if
Yeah.
you're watching an actual like archival footage, and then at the end there's no credits for who's playing who or anything. That didn't come till the DVD.
Yeah, and
So
then the
when we
second
saw
one was very
this-
similar, and then they just ruined it after that.
When we saw this, pretty much everybody was like, "Wait, is this real?" And then you find out it's like, "Oh, it's just what you call." Obviously, it
But-
wasn't real,
So,
but you know.
so,
No,
Wait.
it is real.
so we're at Andrews, and we're laying on the bed, and the door starts moving, and John's freaking out, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that? The door was moving." And I'm like, "It's probably the wind. I don't know. Just go to sleep. I'm tired."
But you're inside.
Door starts moving again, and he's like freaking out. Okay, here's some people you don't know. Andrew has a black cat named Cat. So I look over and I can see Cat pushing the door trying to get in, and John's freaking out. What is that? What is that? And I'm like, John, it's the cat. Like he's down there, I can see him. Like, and John's like, oh my gosh, what if it's like something and blah blah blah. Like,
Okay, I didn't go that far. As soon as I saw it was Cat, I was like, "Oh, okay."
And then John went and got a priest and stuff, and like,
Oh
holy
my
water, it was
gosh,
crazy.
dude.
And then we had an exorcism and burned all John's clothes. He's
Mhm.
fine now.
The ones he was wearing, not any
Yeah.
of the other ones. We just burned the clothes he was wearing.
Yeah,
So,
Andrew had to move. It was a whole ordeal.
Oh man, Paranormal Activity, crazy movie.
making another one.
Why?
Yeah, number 3 was bad.
I mean, they took a break for a while, but they're making. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to come out later this year.
It's like the Scorpion King. The first one was good. You didn't need to make more.
You could have said Saw.
Huh? Well, the first 3 Saws were good. I still haven't- I still haven't watched the
I
one.
haven't seen Jigsaw. I was gonna say Saw 3D was,
Yeah.
or if that was the last one before Jigsaw, that one wasn't bad.
I haven't seen the
It was
one
good
with
ending.
Chris Rock yet.
That
I
hasn't
want to
come
watch
out.
that one. It hasn't.
No, it was supposed to come out in 2020, and then they delayed
Oh,
it.
what the hell? Release the damn
It
movie.
got delayed. Dude, that's the thing that sucks about 2021 is that we're pretty much gonna get all the movies. Like there was a trailer. It wasn't like really a trailer. Excuse me. It was like an announcement video, and they're like, movie theaters are coming back. Make sure to go to your cinema, show support and whatnot. And then they showed like it was the guy talking to the camera. I don't remember who it was. It was some actor or producer or something. And in between, they had cut footage of all these different movies, and they were all movies that I was like, I've forgot about that movie. Yeah, I saw trailers for that movie 2 years ago because it was supposed to come out in 2020. I forgot about all the movies that got delayed, like Fast and the Furious, Black Widow,
Boo.
obviously.
Boo.
Bloodshot.
The Saw one. No, not Bloodshot. The
They
Saw
should
movie.
they should re-release Bloodshot in theaters so they get another chance. That was just unfortunate. Like Bloodshot came out literally a week
Okay.
before everything shut down.
So the new Paranormal Activity was supposed to come out March 19th, 2021. It got delayed to March 4th, 2022. So it'll come out next year.
Who like if anyone watching, who still watches Paranormal Activity?
Well, technically there hasn't been a Paranormal Activity in a while.
I know,
mean,
but who's seen all of those other ones like the Dark Dimension, the ghosts have boners or whatever.
it's
I don't know.
called the marked ones. It's the one about
The
a
marked ones.
That one looks interesting because it's actually about a Mexican family for once.
That's not real, dude. Come on.
That's just their grandpa. Come on. Everybody knows
Because
that.
their whole answer, like they spoilers. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't know if this is actually spoilers. They survive at the end because they just light their little Jesus candles.
Yeah, there you go. You know damn well,
Saint
like
Mary, or not Saint Mary. They're Mary candles.
if it's a Mexican family, they're running to the Catholic Church and they're just gonna sit in there. Like, what's the demon gonna do in the Catholic Church? Come on, come on. We know how that ends.
Again, we have nothing against religious. Like, we grew up Catholic. Like, we're not making fun of you.
No, we are. Wait, how is that making fun of them? I'm just saying that if anything, that was a jab at Mexicans, but we're half Mexican. I'm being honest. If it was a Mexican family, they would have ran to the Catholic Church if there was a haunting in their house. Ain't no Mexicans staying in their house if they're haunted. Are you kidding me?
I'm pretty sure their house isn't haunted in that one.
Oh, well, then get out of the other person's
it's
house.
the neighbor's
Yeah,
house.
just leave.
Oh,
Yeah, screw the neighbor, man.
I think it's like they live in an apartment, and because I watched like a reaction to the movie because I'd never seen it, and I was like, "What's Bubbles doing?"
Sean's getting scared now.
No, Bubbles.
Sounds like it's ghost.
Get out of the bathroom.
Hey, it's Bub's house. Let him do what he wants.
It's like I got
He
to get
pays
the
the bills. No, but I'm pretty sure it was that. It's like something happens to the neighbor, and then the two kids of the Mexican family sneak into her apartment when the police aren't there, and then that's when they discover everything.
So
Yeah,
burn
sounds
down
like-
the neighbor's
sounds like
house. That's what you
Mexican.
should
No,
do.
just
Okay,
kidding.
I don't remember, and obviously this is spoilers for that movie because I don't remember anything about it, and I don't know if anybody really cares, but I'm pretty sure one of the guys gets like powers or abilities because he messes with something or gets possessed or something in that one. But I might be wrong.
Sounds like Spider-Man.
I don't remember. That's why I'd like to go
This
back and
sounds
watch
like any
them.
superhero.
Dude,
really.
we should have a watch party watching those two movies.
That'd be
I'm
pretty
down.
cool. They're pretty cool.
And then
You
you
can
guys can,
stream it too.
you guys can watch me get all scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I have to be on mute and hold one of my dogs. I don't like scary movies.
Depends.
Hey-
Like I
Hey, well,
like
and
it.
Bailey in here too. She likes scary movies.
I'll be
Oh,
fine.
okay. I
She'll
like-
fill in for me. I'll take that one off.
I like scary movies, but at the same time, like I'm a big scaredy cat. If you like when we went to see it, like I was so excited to see it, but at the same time, the original It traumatized me as a child, so I was always scared of that movie.
Well, yeah, when your
Um,
dad shows it to you when you're like what
11 years old, or
11?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, every time I see a scary movie, like you'll know when I'm getting scared because something it'll get quiet and you'll see me go like, like I there's certain movies like I still haven't seen The Conjuring. I really want to, especially knowing that like it's this big connected universe and stuff, and that each movie's about something different. Because I thought it was just like, oh, these people surviving a haunted house, but it's like, no, it's them investigating different types of like spirits and stuff. Like I saw like the way I found out was I was on Instagram and I saw a picture of the hell is the name of the character in the second one? It's like the Smiling Man or something.
I have no idea.
I wasn't around when this movie came out.
What is it called?
The Conjuring 2.
Okay. So I searched The Conjuring, The Smiling Man. The first video that comes out. Black man laughing in The Conjuring meme edit.
What?
I will show you the screen. 1 second. Let me get this set up so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. 1 second. Okay, let me cut over. There you go.
Oh.
So that's not it.
What the hell?
That's obviously a meme.
Are you talking about the
Is it the Jangly Man? What the
nun?
hell? No, not the nun.
Oh.
What the hell is his name?
Anyways, I don't really get scared by scary movies. I just don't really care for them. Like I don't really care to watch them unless they actually have like a story. Which actually when we went to Choose one time, they have that like cardio theater
Crooked
thing.
Man, that's his name. Sorry.
They have that cardio theater thing. And we were in there one day and during October they start playing like scary movies and they had The Conjuring going on. And I was watching, I'm like, oh, this is like a pretty interesting movie. Like, I want to watch this. So, like, I ended up watching it one day, like late at night, and then went to sleep.
So I'm gonna show this. If anybody doesn't want to see it because it's kind of creepy, then here's your warning. I'll only have it up for
Oh my
like
god.
10 seconds.
See y'all later.
But yeah, this is what it looks like. And this is the picture I saw, and I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty sick."
John, you forgot. Oh,
That's the
Okay.
that's the Crooked Man. Okay, I took it off. You're good now.
John, you forgot Zach. It's later for Zach, so
Oh, I don't care. Zach's
it's dark for him.
Zach's an adult.
It's cool.
He's all Bailey.
It's 6 o'clock. It's not. It's still light out.
I won't fall asleep tonight. Oh no, babe, go away. We're not watching The Conjuring.
Did you say something?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Ooh.
Go
You're gonna have to
away.
watch Conjuring 2. Wait, have you
I'm
seen
not watching any
Conjuring,
of them.
Zach?
I don't know. She's made me watch a handful of scary movies, and I hate all of them. So
I like The Conjuring. We also watched Haunting of which one was it? Hill House.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Okay. That show
That-
scared the hell out of me because there's things that just come up on you. And also,
There's a lot of Easter eggs in the background.
say,
It's crazy.
Have you ever, do you know what that show is, Zach?
I don't watch scary things.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil it.
Basically, it's the
Yeah,
house is
you go
haunted.
ahead. I'm not gonna watch it.
The house is really haunted. And like
And people die.
and this family grew up in the
That's why I
house.
don't want to watch it.
This family grew up in the house and then they moved out, and one of the sons writes about
The
he
experiences.
writes about haunted houses, and he writes about their house, but he was the only person in their family who'd never seen a ghost. They all grew up with their
Good.
own traumatic experiences in the house.
Well, that's spoilers, Sean, but yeah.
No, it's not. That's literally what the basis of the show is. But yeah, one of the crazy things about the show is there are different like spirits that you'll see in the background that you have to look for. Like there'll be like just someone walking through a room, and you won't notice it, and then you'll go wait, and you go and rewind, and in the window there's somebody standing there looking, and it's like
you wanna know how scary John is that there's a couple, like, we had to go look it up after, but there's a couple times where I caught him like, what the hell is that in the background? I was like
You're damn right.
because I didn't notice it at first.
I don't want to be scared. What kind of fun is that?
man.
But here's the thing about that show. While it's scary, it is the most like
It is-
heartbreaking
it
show
is-
you will
okay.
ever watch.
Well, we haven't watched Blind Manor yet. We still have to.
Yeah.
Haunting of Hill House is not a scary show. It is a freaking sad and depressing show. We watched that. We got like through half the episodes or whatever. Like we watched half the episodes, and then I went to go stream because it was during Halloween time when I did
October, yeah.
my 13 days of Halloween streaming. But after we finished the episode, I'm like, Man, I feel really like sad right now. I don't want to watch. I don't want to go stream. Like, I
it-
feel sad after watching that episode. What the hell?
that show is gut wrenching. Like just the characters and their lives and stuff, and it's like everybody was like, I thought this was supposed to be a scary show. What the hell's going on?
I just read what Bailey said. She said we watched Sinister together when we first started dating, and he won't
Damn right.
watch it anymore.
I've
with
never
me.
seen Sinister.
I've never seen
I'm
it.
a big scaredy cat.
We
too,
made
so-
a deal. I'm just saying. I was like, hey, I'll watch this with you. Never watch another scary movie. It's been that way since. So I'm trying to
Wait,
keep it
have
that
you
way.
have you watched it? The new ones?
No,
What?
What?
I don't watch scary movies.
Dude,
Straight up.
those are
They don't
great
appeal to me.
movies.
Bailey,
Especially
have you seen it? Has
You-
Bailey seen it?
you need to
No.
watch them, Zach, especially because the sequel for Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Bill Hader does such a great job in that movie.
I'm sure it does. Still not gonna watch it unless we do it on this stream. I will
Oh,
not watch it
I
in my
will-
free time.
I will dare.
We can have a
going
watch
into-
party.
into scary movies if we do a stream. You know, I will watch those movies again so you can
Oh, we
watch
should
them.
totally do it, dude. We
We can
should
do a watch
totally have
party.
a watch party.
Bailey
of,
will fill
movies.
in. I'll go take care of the dogs or something. I'm
So
sure there's
dumb.
yard work I gotta get going on.
The
So
worst part is we'll have to wear headphones.
ain't doing it.
That's the worst
Oh
part.
man,
I mean,
dude.
songs
You know,
plays, right?
here. Well, this is what we'll do. We'll save it for October. What is it? 3
yeah,
weeks?
like
3
mhm.
weeks or something?
How many weeks are in a month? Is that what you're asking?
No, in October. How many
3 or
Fridays?
4.
Oh, I don't know. This is probably 4.
Let's see. We'll check right now.
Yeah, we do that instead of the podcast, maybe, or that with the podcast.
Oh, there's guys.
It's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5.
Great.
So, well, there we go. October, we'll watch five scary movies in October on our Friday podcast. That's what we'll do. Well, actually, we'll do it on a different day so we can still have the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what
Works
we'll
for me.
do for like a Whiskey Wednesday or something like that.
Yeah, let's do
Heyo,
it.
that's not a bad
We'll
idea.
Stream
Maybe
it to
that's it.
Whiskey Boys.
That's a good idea. I like that.
The only thing is we won't be able to show the movie on our stream. But there
Bailey hasn't watched it because you won't watch it with her. She hasn't
You're
watched
damn right.
it. It's so good. It's so good though. Like I don't
Save-
really care
save
for
for
scary
October.
movies. I mean, I don't really like get scared by scary movies, I don't think, but I don't really care for scary movies, but it is so freaking good. It is yeah, whatever. It's good.
We got it.
have you
It's-
seen Okay,
It's good.
I'm gonna ask you some movies. First of all, have you seen Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Oh, what?
That one
That one's so good.
that one's not that scary. I'll be honest. Like it's
You know what?
it's
there's
very
only-
it's very toned down. So
Yeah, there's one part in there
Oh, I'm
I
gonna watch it.
close my eyes for though, because
Yeah. yeah, I know it's Okay.
arachnophobia.
Have you seen A Quiet Place?
Yes.
The one with John Krasinski.
Oh, with the alien looking things that hear by sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay.
That was more of a thriller, not
you s-
quite scary.
Have you seen Don't
Put that in
Breathe?
there.
Oh,
You ever seen Don't Breathe? That one's
Don't
not
I
Breathe
don't
scary
is
watch
either.
scary things.
Don't
Why
breathe
would I
is-
proceed to be scared?
Don't breathe is good but gross.
Have you seen Doctor Sleep? Well, you'd have to watch The Shining to appreciate
Oh,
Doctor Sleep.
have you seen
but
The Shining?
Nope.
that movie?
Oh.
Okay, you should watch The Shining because it's not scary at all. I know
not
that's
scary.
that's blasphemous.
It's
to
a
say,
thriller.
but I did not think that movie was scary. You might not
It-
like it though.
It's a thriller.
It's a very slow movie. It's very
I mean-
slow building.
Yeah. But if you do watch The Shining,
Okay.
then watch Doctor Sleep because Doctor Sleep is freaking good.
Okay, so I looked up scary movies in 2010s, right? Just to think of like what scary movies, the good ones, have come out in the past couple years.
This is how
past
we're
10 years.
finishing the podcast right here. We're gonna test Zach
Okay.
and see what scary movies he's seen.
Well, no. But first of
I
all,
haven't seen like any of them.
movies that came up as well, the Resident Evil series, not a scary movie.
Yeah, not really.
I
I haven't even played
Frankenstein.
those games.
I Frankenstein, not a scary movie.
That's-
Dark Shadows, which is the Tim Burton Johnny Depp movie.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
World War Z, not really scary either.
Hey, Frankenstein. Oh
That crappy movie where, yeah,
That's not with the dog.
no,
Dog?
you're thinking of Frankenweenie.
oh.
Have
Have you seen Ready or Not?
I might watch that one though.
Have you seen Ready or Not?
Oh, ready.
That's not a scary movie either.
I haven't seen it.
Ready or Not is a really good movie.
I try to tell him that everything is a thriller, so he will watch them.
So Ready or
Ready.
Not, the basis of Ready or Not is a woman marries into a family, and on the day of their wedding, she has to go down into the basement, and they have this like big family room or whatever, and they're like, we're gonna play a game, and the family like hands her a deck of cards, and she pulls one out, and it says hide and seek, and she goes, what does that mean? We're gonna play hide and seek? And they're like, go hide. And it turns out that the whole concept is they have 24 hours to hunt her down, and she has to try and survive.
Yeah, that's it. Don't say anything more.
No, I'm not gonna say anything else. But yeah, it's such a good movie. It's
It's
very
a really
gory,
good movie.
but yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah, that's a thriller technically.
I'm gonna say I might watch that one then. That doesn't sound scary.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
good movie.
yeah, some of these movies I haven't seen either because like
Oh,
I'm a scaredy cat.
I was gonna say, Bailey saying that she says they're thriller. That's like that one time. Have you ever seen Season of the Witch? Is it called Season of the Witch?
I think so. Is that the one with Nicolas Cage or even? Oh no, that's
Yeah, the one with Nicolas Cage, and Ron Perlman. So I wanted to go see that. My mom wanted to go see a movie. She's like, "What do you want to see?" I was like, "Oh, there's a movie called Season of the Witch." She's like, "Oh, it
Our
sounds
mom
scary." I was
doesn't
like,
watch scary movies either.
she does not watch any scary movies.
She saw Jurassic Park 2 years ago because she thought it was gory or scary.
Yeah,
I mean, getting eaten by dinosaurs is kind of scary.
but so I said
She didn't watch the sequel. The San Diego thing was like, no. I'm just kidding.
I said, I was like, "Oh, let's go watch Season of the Witch." She's like, "Oh, it sounds scary," and I was like, "Oh, it's got Nicolas Cage in it." She's like, "Oh, let's go see it." She loves Nicolas Cage. We go see it. She's just closing her eyes the whole time. She's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, I knew it was scary. I didn't think it was like gory though, too." Because she doesn't like gory movies either. So I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be a gory movie also. Oh man.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these. And I don't plan to.
Yeah, like I said, like I haven't seen Annabelle or any of those. Obviously, I didn't want to watch those because they connect to The Conjuring. So I was like I'd rather watch the Conjuring movies. I saw Overlord. Overlord was okay.
Oh yeah, dude, Van Helsing.
I've seen that one.
The
Van
Mist.
Helsing. Seen The Mist. The Mist is a great movie. Especially, I know people hated the ending, but that movie, like when I saw the ending, I was like, oh. Adam's Family came up like Adam's Family's not a scary movie. What the hell?
Oh, the cartoon one? I saw that one.
That's the one that is showing.
Yep.
The
That
animated
was
one.
pretty bad.
That one sucked.
Yeah, I didn't like the new movie. I
Yeah,
had no
it's
problem with the
terrifying.
voice casting. Stupid. What's the other one that I saw on here? Oh, The Purge. I've never seen The Purge.
So they kill everybody?
The Purge is good.
Yeah.
I like The Purge.
I've seen that one then. I think I've seen all of them.
I've seen parts of the first one, and then I saw the second one, but I've never seen the third one.
I was gonna say Slender Man's on here. I saw that movie. It was not that good.
Such a letdown.
Well, that's what happens when you're like, guys, we're making a movie based on this game. Oh, really? Yeah, it's really popular right now in 2013. Oh, okay, we're gonna release the movie like 6 years later when nobody cares about it anymore. Oh, by the way, we also gave it like a $20 million budget or 200,000 or something like that.
Oh, I looked at
super cheap.
I have to look in 2010s.
Yeah.
Not.
It's just like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that still hasn't come out. Like they're filming it right now, but it's like, when is it gonna come out? Because by the time you release it, people aren't gonna care anymore.
Yeah.
Dude.
Split is it says it's classified as horror, but I mean it's like
Split was really
thriller.
good. I like that one.
Okay, at least tell me you've seen Get Out.
Probably not. Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, that's a great
yeah.
movie.
That's a thriller. That's a fantastic movie.
Have you seen Us?
Get Out and Us, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Us is a great
yeah,
movie.
That's
too.
all Bailey wants to watch every time. I'm like, hey, what do you want to watch for a movie? Us. We've seen it 10 times. Like, You know the ending.
Speaking,
Those are good movies though.
I would say a horror game, and talking about last October, Alien, the whole Alien series. I watched for the first time in 2019 or 2018. I had never seen any of them, and I watched them in I think it was 2019. Yeah, I just sat 1 week and just watched the whole series.
That's
And
terrifying.
I've only seen
Alien,
the first one.
the first two movies are really good. Resurrection is weird. Weird as hell.
I saw the first one in college for the first time, and then I saw Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Alien vs Predator, which are all terrible movies. I don't care what anybody says. Alien Covenant was horrible. I mean, I thought Prometheus was okay. It was just blasphemous from Alien fans. They're like, Prometheus sucked. Alien Covenant is amazing. But you watch Alien Covenant and you're pretty much watching a rehash of the first movie, but not as good.
Sounds like Star Wars. They're all the same movie.
No, Alien Covenant was.
Zach,
it was.
You know what I'm talking about.
Matthew, hold on. We're gonna stare awkwardly at Zach for his statement about Star Wars.
You can only make so many Death Stars and vamp them up. I'm just saying that. I'm throw that out there.
Did you ever watch the last two movies?
Didn't need to.
You got no room to talk then. You got no
I don't know. I saw the one new one where they make another Death Star to destroy a planet. I'm like, bro, we've done this. I didn't mind the characters. I didn't mind everything new about it, but a new Death Star? Come on. It's been done. It's been done. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say, have you ever seen Attack the Block?
Probably not. It's a British movie.
Probably not.
I don't speak that language.
It's not it's more of a cult classic. It's not really a well-known movie.
Yeah, it's what was that one? I don't think it was
Block scared the crap out of me. One specific scene creeped me out.
Of what?
Attack the Block. Like the creatures creeped me out how they look, but the spoilers, I guess. But there's a guy who gets his jaw ripped off and they show his tongue like dangling out of his mouth.
Spoilers.
I didn't say who it
I'm
was.
definitely not gonna watch it.
No, what's it? Oh shoot. It was, I don't know if it's more of a thriller. The bum 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 bum. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what the hell is that?
You know what I'm talking about, though, right, John? The music.
Yeah, what is that?
Is it Natalie Portman?
Oh, Annihilation. I hated that movie.
The movie was terrible.
I mean, I'll be honest. The movie was awesome. I hated the ending.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
I like when you said that, I thought of another movie. What the hell was the movie I just thought of?
Yeah, Annihilation.
Midsummer. Oh my god.
Oh, overrated. Overrated.
I watched that movie
greatly
at like end of 2019 because one of our friends was like, "Have you guys seen Midsummer?" I was like, "No." And she's like, "It is so good. It's so scary." First of all, it's not a scary movie. Second of all, it's gross. A very disturbing movie. And it freaked me out. Like, I remember after watching it, because Matthew's like, "What are you doing?" Like, I was in the man cave and he walked down. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm about to watch Midsummer," or "I'm watching Midsummer." I was like, "Okay, I'm going to play games or whatever." So I watched the movie. I walked back upstairs and I was just standing in his room while he was playing games. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I just finished Midsummer." And he's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't feel so good." he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You'll have to watch the movie." He's like, "Was it good?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, I'm not gonna tell you anything. You and Micah are just gonna have to watch the movie."
It's funny because Mike and I happened to watch it at the same time.
Yeah, like they watched it later that week after I said this.
He was at his house and he's like, "I'm about to watch Midsummer," and I was like, "Oh, I was about to watch it too." So then we were just texting each other. Most of the time, it was just like, "Oh my god, what the hell? What is this movie?"
So I went to after watching it, I went to get food and stuff, and I came back home, and I put my food down. And I was like, "I can't even eat this right now." I like it really messed me up. I was like, I just don't feel great.
It's a weird movie.
And so
it's like I said, very overrated.
Like
very overrated.
After like, a couple days later, Matthew, when he was watching it, I was downstairs and I walked up to grab something, and I heard the sounds from the movie, and I went, "Nope, I'm going back downstairs. I'll get it later." I was like, I don't want to remember anything about that movie. Yeah, no, Ari Aster, he's got a twisted mind. Like you thought freaking Saw was twisted? No, Midsommar's like, ugh.
Oh, he did that too? I didn't know that.
What?
Never
No,
seen it.
he didn't make Saw. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, I was like, what?
No, his other movie was Hereditary, which I've never
Oh.
seen, but I looked up because somebody talked about a specific scene, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch that movie. I don't want to watch anything else by that guy ever again. So I watched. I read what happens in the movie, and I was like, oh my god! Like, why would you want to watch this movie?
Like Human Centipede.
Yeah,
Have you seen?
It's on level with that.
Nope. I've heard about it.
Midsummer or Midsummer, Zach?
Dude, I don't watch scary movies at all.
Here, I'll tell you.
Ever.
I'll talk to you about it once we're done because we got to end now. We've been.
I
going
don't
for a
want to
while.
know.
Oh.
That way, it grosses me out. I'll be physically ill.
It's not. It's not like. It's like I said. People are like, "Oh, it's really good. It shows examples of you know, mental health and I'm like, bullshit. It's garbage, and you guys are garbage."
Right now, I'm curious. I kind of want to know.
That's one thing. Is like what I told John is
I
like
would
with
say we'll
movies.
do a viewing of that, but I don't want to.
No, you can watch that on your own, Zach. But that's one thing is I've told John, I was like, the problem I have with cinema and stuff is that like one person will say they like it and everyone just jumps on board. No one, they're like, yeah, like this is a great movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that movie sucked. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It sucked.
I don't know if it sucked, but it wasn't as good as everybody hyped it up to be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll say it sucked because it wasn't as good as. That's another movie that's overrated. People are like, it's so great. It's like it talks about Hollywood and like it's an homage to Hollywood. So yeah, if you're not in Hollywood, the movie's not for you then. Like I didn't know it was based on like a real event that happened, loosely based. Like it's a retelling of something that happened in Hollywood. I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know?
I felt the same way about Hateful Eight though. Like
yeah,
the
I didn't
last
like
two
Hateful
movies
Eight.
that what the heck is his name? Quentin Tarantino did. I wasn't a fan of.
Django, good. Reservoir Dogs, good.
But yeah, we should wrap up because we've been going for an hour and 46 minutes.
So. Oh, well, it's time to wrap up.
We really need like a bonus episode.
That's why we did. We need to do after what's the last
hours.
call or last shot or something. The Whiskey Boys last shot or something like that.
I'd be down for that too.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. See you later. I'm not even ready. I was too busy talking. Where's the thing?
There you look at the Desi.
All right. Later.
Oh, okay.
Bye.